how's the tour been of the UK so far? Coming towards the end.
Yeah, we are towards the end. It's been great. You know, we were here last year with No Trigger, and that was a great tour. And coming back, seeing familiar faces and seeing you know, people singing along, knowing the lyrics to the new songs and all that. It's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had a favourite show, or is this like?
The first show was in Manchester, and it was insane. It was like we felt like we were Pennywise, just because like kids were like lining up to stage dive during the set, and we were just like, whoa, okay, all right, cool, go ahead.
No barriers or anything. Well, obviously your new album has been like received really well. As he says, it's been bombed. How do you feel about that?
It's been bombed?
Yeah, bummed, as in people have been bumming it, like loving it to bits.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, no, we put in a good effort, and like I haven't really read a bad review of it. It's just been, it's, you know what, like we tried really hard, and it came out, you know, the best, I think the best it could. You know, we worked with Bill Stevenson again. Well, the guys, again, me for the first time.
Yeah.
And it was honestly a fun record to record, and we are really reaping some good benefits of coming out here and you know, playing on that record.
Yeah, that's what the like two-part question was. How was it recording with Bill Stevenson?
Oh.
Obviously, from the drummer from the Descendants. You know.
I know. Yeah, I can answer. I can expand.
Yeah, sure. Elaborate.
Well, like any recording experience that I had before this, I actually hate it. Like I hated going into the studio. I love to tour and I love to play music, and you know, I love to just be at shows. But I used to hate recording. But going into the blasting room was actually fun. You know, I worked with Andrew, who's like the third in command there when I was recording bass tracks, and it was so laid back, and it was just a good time. You know.
Yeah.
And Bill and Jason Livermore just know exactly what they're doing.
Is it a lot of bands are recorded in the blasting room, right? I was thinking Rise Against recorded in there.
Rise Against did Suffer in the Witness there.
Yeah.
It even goes back to like Mustard Plug, Evil Doers Beware, you know. Just tons of bands, yeah.
Yeah. And so like it come out like really, really fast. So did you go in with that, you know, you just want to go in and produce this fucking super fast in your face, melt some faces sort of album?
Well, we had a lot of time to write the record, and you know, like we spent days upon days in the practice rooms. Even if Trevor and our old guitar player Chris, you know, were a little burnt out. Nick, our drummer, and I, we'd be in there every day working out every little possible thing we could to make it, you know, maybe like a little bit better. And we actually demoed the CD in Trevor's father's basement because he's got a little studio down there, and just to sort of get ready. And then, yeah, we brought that product to Bill, and Bill listened to what we made, and then he put, you know, his mark on that pretty much.
Like you've toured with loads of different bands, obviously. Wondering how you kind of have that diversity with that band, because you're a lot faster, and you've toured with like Lawrence Arms, H2O, and how do you usually get received on those sort of tours, and how do you think it comes across with their fans and stuff?
Well, like a good case in point is the last tour in the States that we did with a band called The Fall of Troy.
Yeah.
Have you ever Fall of Troy? Okay, yeah. And like two totally different types of crowds there, like the people that we bring out and the people that they bring out. But the shows were great though, you know, like even if the band's different, the band that we're playing with is different, then we get along with the band, and you know what, we can at least win a few of their fans over, I guess.
All these dead streets. something right. Cheers, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, obviously you got your new guitarist. Is the chemistry the same as it was with your old one? Has it taken time to get used to?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Chris had been in the band for about 5 years, and like the guys had obviously built up a rapport with them. And when he left, Trevor basically asked me, "Who's the best guitar player you've ever played with in your whole entire life?" And I was just like, "Mike."
And you said Buckethead.
Well, no, I never played with Buckethead, so I had no reference with that. But Mike was from a band called Alucard, and I was in a band called the Full Blast prior to Wilhelm Scream.
Yeah.
And Alucard and the Full Blast did a very, very long tour where I got to know Mike really well, and I figured that, you know, Mike wasn't a dick. He's not the kid. The kid is like the most happy, positive person I've ever met in my whole entire life.
Yeah.
And him coming into the band was kind of cool because now we have this other person besides myself who's so grateful to be playing with Trevor and Nick and Nuno.
Yeah.
That, you know, the chemistry's great. Like we're not the type of band that's at each other's necks at all.
No, yeah.
At all.
Even within that confined space of
No, it's actually kind of weird that none of us have tried to kill each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nitro Records, so you guys are with those guys like No Trigger. Do you have a good relationship with those guys? You know?
We do. We have a great relationship with them. Sean from Nitro's always had our back on a lot of different things that have come up. And actually, the new record, Career Suicide, is the last one on Nitro Records.
Yeah, so you move into another label.
Yeah, we don't know where the fuck we're going, but we're going somewhere else.
You looking to go bigger or like kind of stay on some sort of level?
We're gonna go with whoever wants us. You know, like whoever we feel will. You know, we want to sign on a label that will, you know, just focus on us and just help us get overseas, get back to the UK. I guess.
Yeah, your favourite band to tour with and why? You've obviously toured with millions of awesome bands. I mean, you must have. I'm going through like all the list of bands you've toured with since you guys have been around. It's pretty sick, to be fair.
Yeah.
So.
Two. There's two that are tied.
Yeah.
An older one and a newer one. Actually, no. Oh shit. There's three. Fuck. Okay. We'll start with the older one. Definitely Lawrence Arms. Like, the guys have done many tours with them before I was in the band, but we ended up doing a summer tour in 2006 with Lagwagon, Lawrence Arms, and us. Yeah. And those guys are just a fucking riot to tour with. They're great dudes. They love to drink alcohol.
Yeah, very much.
As does our band.
Brennan is an alcoholic.
Yes.
Every day, isn't he?
You know. Well, he drinks alcohol, but he can still play bass. Second band was my first Europe tour over here. We did a tour with, it was Anti-Flag, The Unseen, us, and a band from Austria called Red Lights Flash. Yeah. And they are like some of the sweetest dudes that I've ever met my whole entire life. And we are fortunate enough that we're going out on tour with them in Europe in May.
The Unseen, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, Red Lights Flash.
Oh, Red Lights Flash.
Yeah, we're doing The Unseen are awesome guys too. I like. There's so many. And the third main one is a band that we just got off tour with, who just signed on Fat. My buddies in the band, the Flatliners.
Yeah.
They are some of the raddest dudes, and they're good dudes. They're so young, and they love to smoke weed. They love it. You love it. You know that.
Yeah.